Welcome, everyone. It's 9:14 p.m. on a beautiful Saturday night. I still have a cold. I'm hoping not to cough very much in this game. And we are down a few hosts, but we might have some other people popping in during the stream. So that'd be nice. More is always merrier. But with me this week, for sure, is always John. John, say hello.
Hello. Hello. We are here doing it again.
John has been I would say a busy bee, but for the occasion, I'll say a busy bunny.
Right, yeah. All day at the in-laws doing Easter stuff, so.
So I was supposed to have the in-laws over today. And, so I ended up getting hit with the old-fashioned gastro Saturday morning. That would be today, yeah. So today. Or yesterday morning. I can't remember. It was so everything's a blur. But anyways,
You lost that whole day.
I lost the whole day. Oh, hello. Okay, hold on. We've got another surprise guest. Okay, I'm going to introduce this guest. I'm excited that this guest is here. He was on a previous LFG episode. He was on episode 2, which aired December 1st, 2015. So, introduce yourself in case we have new viewers who have never heard from you before, but for the ones who have listened to that episode, it's going to be a joy to hear your voice. This is Matt, also known as Rezakai.
You built me up pretty high there, man. What's going on, everybody? It's been, 7 years since that day.
Right?
Yeah, I know, man. And we were look how far we've come. It's awesome.
So what have you been up to?
Lots of Star Wars and Star Wars podcasting.
Yes, that's nice. Right. You were telling me about that.
Yep. We're the Star Wars action figure community, and I do a little podcast on there. But I'm all in: books, magazines, comic books, action figures, especially action figures. That's my focus.
Hey, if you want to plug your YouTube channel, go ahead. Go nuts.
Oh, go ahead. It's on YouTube. It's ran by a guy named Raylan, also known as Eric. It's Kessel Run Collecting. We usually once a month we'll get on there and talk stuff, and we just restarted it like 6 months ago, so it's only got a few episodes in so far.
Nice. We actually there's a comic book store about an hour away from me called the Kessel Run, and they sell like D&D stuff, Magic the Gathering, Star Wars stuff, board games. The whole shebang.
Nice.
I will drop a link. So Kessel Run Collecting, I'll drop a link in chat for anyone who wants to check that out. And then also, here's LFG episode 2 with Rezakai in it.
Oh man.
Maybe all our voices sound a bit higher, lighter, not as smooth.
Tired. I remember I fell asleep for about 5 minutes during the middle of it because I had just worked at double, and I was like, oh.
I don't blame you because all our old episodes were a minimum of 2 hours long, and it's just not like it. We didn't plan for that to happen. I don't know. Structure.
Every episode, you'd be like, okay, boys, we got to rein it in this time. We're only going to go for like an hour.
Yep.
And then it was like 2 hours later, we're like, well, we maybe should stop, but I don't know.
At least, what episode was it we started going off about Hacky? And I was the Blue Jackets fan. There was one episode going on like that.
Yeah, we did.
I know, we can do that again right now. I will do that all day. Talk about hockey all the time.
We can start talking about. We'll go back and pick up from the Dubois and Line A trade.
Oh man, Dubois and Panarin. I haven't watched any hockey in almost a year now since the pandemic hit. But.
Yeah, we haven't spoken since Panarin has left Columbus.
Yeah, so it's going to be a trash fire for Columbus, like it always is. We had one or two almost decent years. We'll go another day. Another day we'll talk about it.
Listen. You're talking to an Ottawa fan and a Detroit fan, so I don't want to hear anything about that trash fire from Columbus.
Yeah, we've had it pretty rough. Although our prospects are finally coming to fruition. We've got some promising young lads in the cupboard.
Yeah.
He's got Cider, and we've got, I don't know, Stutzla would be our most promising one right now. But they're all starting to play.
He was looking good. He was looking good. I mean, when Ottawa just beat Detroit 5-2, and twice in a row, like 2 days in a row, they beat Detroit 5-2, and then they came back again and beat Detroit again, I think, right?
Yeah, he's looking
I don't know. Detroit's just horrible now. Detroit's just horrible now.
Wait, who's your team, Chris?
The Sens.
Oh, the Senators? Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up a Pittsburgh Penguins fan because I used to like watching Lemieux, Yager, Kozlov. I think Brassa was in net that time. Wasn't a big Kasparaitis fan.
Tom Barrasso.
Kasparaitis is an asshole of a hockey player. But I think did they have Ronnie Francis still at that time? They might have. I can't remember.
Oh, they probably did back then. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a really good squad. It was really entertaining to watch. And then because I'm so local to Ottawa, it just made natural sense to start cheering for them. And then I found out that was a mistake. But anyways, it is what it is. You can't change history.
So Ottawa, when Detroit, like back in what it must have been like 96-ish, when Detroit was just starting to get good, but we were still in the West Coast, right? Still in the Western Division.
That's right, because the divisional change happened later.
Right. So Ottawa was my East Coast team back then.
Makes sense.
Way back. I had a Sens jersey. Loved some Alexei Yashin, and was a Alexander Daig.
Oh, nice Daig.
But yeah. So they were my they were my East Coast team back in the day. And didn't they made it to the finals or something? Was that like 95 or something like that? I forget.
The only
what
finals
year was that?
The only finals I remember is against Anaheim, and that's when they had Alfie, Heatley. Hey, Cleric's online. Hello, Cleric. He's ready to stand watch. Yes, sir. So, have you been following many of our streams, Rez?
Of course, and with the troll woman who follow, what's her name? The female troll that just shows up randomly in the zones you guys go to.
Broomhilda.
Broomhilda, that's right.
She is the pulse. She has the pulse of this show.
Good. We need more fan interaction like that. It keeps the show interesting.
Oh, it's hilarious. Do you watch the uploads on YouTube as well?
Yeah, usually. Usually when you guys are live, like tonight, I should be working, but I took the day off for this. Well, and the amount of alcohol I had last night, so that's kind of the reason I had to call in today. So I had to. So I woke, and so when I replied back to you, like I had just woken up, and I was like, oh, it's like, what was it, like 7 o'clock in the night or something like that. So yeah, I was supposed to be working, but I figured, you know what? So I usually always have to catch you guys on the replay when you're going through.
Yeah, I like to put little Easter eggs at the end of our YouTube uploads.
Nice.
And then he likes to quiz me, and I've never watched it.
That's true.
So I
put him right on the spot.
Did you see that one?
Oh yeah.
And before it happens again, I have not watched it.
I'll tell you guys. You guys have a good chemistry with your other co-hosts, because a lot of times I'm setting up a Star Wars diorama. We're working on putting together one of my vehicles or something, and I have you guys up just listening like a radio, but I'm like over in the part of the room working, and the way you guys bounce off each other really works really well for just good comedic banter, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that not too long ago. That some of our more entertaining, like more gut laughs I've had have been the episodes where we've had more people in it.
Yep.
And then we can really just sort of ricochet jokes and little stuff, because even if you listen to things, when you re-listen to it on YouTube, you'll hear one of us make like a subtle joke, and like maybe one person will pick up on it, or you won't even notice it. Who we have in chat here? We got Shiny 6 Hero, which I never say the end of his name. It's good to see you back. We have AFD, who is a cleric. He's always here. He's always on watch. A real Northman. And Binger. Binger's back. Hello, Binger. Binger is like one of our lifers. Binger is awesome. Binger actually tuned into one of our EQOA stream. We did a few of those a couple weeks ago. But
Nice.
if anyone in chat, I know we have 10 viewers. If anyone has any requests, I know last week we had like a couple of people say they wanted to see the wasps again in Tethlan. So we could take a rip out there. We have another first-time chat viewer, Grobbles87. Hello. Thanks for coming out tonight. Glad you're here with us. The more people, the better, even in chat. We're open for requests. We also have Rezekai here with his immense knowledge of the game.
Oh man, don't build me up that much.
It was a good episode. Episode 2 was great, and then a lot of the commentary and things you've added. And both you and Chris know quite a bit though about EverQuest universe in general. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, it happened to fall in those years I was stuck at home during college, and so I was just EverQuest and studying, and so they kind of like all blended together. So
Binger says, have you guys been to the Runai Gorge Cave? There's Soupy.
I think you guys did once.
Oh, Running Eye. Oh, that place is it's a like labyrinth.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. I don't know if we ran into that one or not.
What was the one I got sick on? Like I was like getting real like nauseous. We were running. Remember we did it on the Architects episode.
That was Tomb of Kings, I think.
Was it? With the crab?
Yeah, I believe so.
At the bottom? And we were saying how not to catch the Canadian crabs or whatever.
That was Blackborough.
Oh, okay.
That was just north of where we are now.
Yes.
Running Eye, I mean, we could do Running Eye. Again, it's going to be one of those ones where you throw it in first person. Because it's easy to get lost.
Yeah.
We'll just start with something simple. We'll just head over to the to our usual camp right now. We'll just build up a couple more viewers, get some more input. We might just do the Runny Eye after. So I'm traveling southeast. We're going to the camp southeast, our usual one. We'd like to start our episode off with. Okay.
I have to step away for just a minute. So you guys run out there, and sorry to leave you hanging for a minute, but I'm going to take care of some things.
I'll send you an invite real quick.
Heading to bandits.
Yeah.
You know what? I still play EQ2 like all the time. Like that's where I actually do most of my EQing at. In about 2010 or 11, they put the Grimblade in EQ2, the one that would drop off the bandit blacksmith over here.
Yep. And, we were talking about different blades. I can't remember which stream, but like we were just saying like our favorite grind weapon to grind out and get, and one of mine was the Champion's Harpoon. Not the same camp, different camp, but still, it was a cool weapon drop. And then what was the other one? The baton, the big cement baton. What was the name of that?
Oh yeah, I can't remember. They look like there's being like a column someone ripped off the wall. Yeah, there was, and then you had the Grimblade, which is the two-handed penis sword, and there was a one-handed version of it too. But it's like it was like level 40 or 42 or something like that.
So there was a lot of phallic weapons.
Yep.
In the game.
Your Champion's Harpoon came off one of the squids, didn't it? One of those big name squids.
It dropped for me at the Deathfist Citadel.
Okay.
And that
Maybe
was
it's a different one
from I think it was like, what direction would that have been? Like southeast of Manuel's Tea Garden. So it was like a level like 40-ish, I think. Place to grind mobs.
Oh yeah, I spent from about level 23 until about level 36 there, because maybe 26 to 30. It was I remember I got my quad hit on my scout at Deathfist, so I loved it because I had finally hit 4 times. There was the Champion's Harpoon. There was some big huge squid out near the Elemental Towers down in like the southeast part of Row.
It might actually be in the game. If we can find the name of the squid, we can actually teleport to it.
I don't remember. I'll have to try to remember to look it up because
I'm gonna need some help here. Chat, help me take this guy down or send me. There we go. Thank you. All right, what were you saying?
I said I was trying to think of the thing's name. I don't remember, but he dropped a harpoon too that was like level 48 or something like that, or something. Because I remember there wasn't a whole lot of harpoons in the game that were like used for like grinding with, and so when you had one, you always look, especially in the base vanilla game, you're like, how did you get a harpoon? Where did that come from?
And it was one-handed piercing, correct?
Yeah, I remember correctly. I think they all were, but again, I know there was a few of them. There was only 2 or 3 of them in the game. Maybe not even that many, but I remember my buddy had it on his, because he was a raider in EQOA, and I didn't raid till like 2004 or 5. But he had gotten to the beta, and so as soon as they came out of beta, they were starting their raid guild up in February 2003 in it, and I remember it was around like June of that year, around 2003. I met him, and he's got all his little elf is decked out with all this raid gear, and he's got the harpoon in one hand. I'm like, where'd you get a harpoon from? I have not seen one of those in the entire game. And he said the squid, the name, I thought he meant Kratos for the level 47 quest, because I heard you guys doing that, but it was something else.
Does anybody in chat know what squid he's talking about, or if you remember the name?
It was on the eastern side of Row, in the near the elemental tower area, is where he said it dropped. I remember seeing it once.
Anyone in chat? Zone of Hagley has some mods. We're wondering about the squid. The squid that dropped. You said a harpoon as well.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick and see if I can find it.
Oof. She fell hard. Oh, there's commodities here, and those are mine. Sorry, guys. Don't mean to ninja, but if you've watched me before, you know I have a thing for commodities in this game. Ancient Kraken, Binger says.
Ancient Kraken? That might have been it.
Let's do a little search here on the old panel. Young Kraken, young. So I only see a Kraken. I don't see an ancient Kraken anywhere when I search Kraken. Are we sure that he didn't have a name, that Kraken? And if anyone says these nuts in chat, don't even start. There was one for a quest that recently made an item dropped off a squid. It was a quest from an old man.
That's Kratos he's talking about. That's when you spawn the big red squid, Kratos.
Okay.
Down in 47 quest. I remember that one because the old man's down in Mila's Reef. He's on like a big whalebone just hanging out there.
It's showing
us.
The reason. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's showing a squid near Zentar's Keep, but I don't think that's the same one you're talking about at all.
No.
It's not remotely close.
Zentar's.
No. All right, sorry. Go ahead with your story. I was interested in that.
Oh, cool. So it's the level 47 quest where you are in Castle White Wolf, and they tell you a prisoner escaped and ran through that portal, and so they send you out to go through the portal, and it ports you down to Mila's Reef, and the old man's on the whalebone just hanging out, and you gotta like kill some of the local wildlife to get the ingredients to make some kind of like kraken attractant or something, and it spawns Kratos, and then it's when you kill Kratos for that quest. Or not Kratos, that's when you spawn a squid that's got Kratos' graphic, but he's not as large. I think Kratos also spawns in that same area, but he's the named Kraken for that, named squid for that area. But the one that's for the quest, I don't remember if it has a name, but I remember what he's talking about, because it was one of my favorite ones, because I love that area down there. So...
Now I said, yeah, old man had a Kraken off the boat that he was trying to kill Moby Dick style.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Wisby! Wisby's here. Hey, Wisby.
Do you usually get the same people coming through? I know I've seen some of the same people every time I watch. So, like Hardcore Hero and like what are the other ones I've seen? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm usually not really watching the players as much as I'm watching like where you guys go, like, and trying to remember. Like you guys were trying to go to the Shin's Redoubt. What was it Was it an episode or two ago?
Yeah.
Yep. And my mind instantly went. Oh, it's southeast of High Pass. You go right down the river past it. It's got 2 points of interest in it. It's got the undead like farm. The farm, undead farm area with the house and the undead farm where they're all skeletons and a family. But the Shins is like a dark elven, like little mini fortress hidden down inside this like cliff redoubt. And like you'll run right past it if you're not paying attention real quick. And that's why I was like, oh, because that the undead had some really great fun there. People really because I don't think there was any quests or anything that went to the doubt unless it was like a class quest I never heard of. So
all right, I'm back, guys. Sorry,
John, was Wisby in a chat with us before? Wasn't he on? Wasn't he chatting with us last week or the other week?
Wisby,
or was he? Yeah, remember?
He was running around with us. I don't know if he was in the chat though.
Oh, we gotta get Wisby on here. Gotta get Wisby
was
on.
Was he running around with us?
Yeah, remember like Jeremiah? Yeah, Jeremiah introduced him to us. We were killing the Djinn guys. Remember in front of the house? And then you went to pull one, or someone pulled one that got stuck. And then I went
got stuck.
Yeah, then I went in to help you, and then I got in the way. We gotta get Wisby in chat sometime. Wisby, if you ever want to chat with us, or even tonight, you're more than welcome. Just send me a message on Facebook.
Looks like Dustin we have on too. I'm running right behind him over to Bandits here.
All right, we'll get Wisby.
Where's Jeremiah tonight?
Jeremiah is busy with IRL.
Oh yeah, because it's the Easter holiday or something. That's right, I forgot.
Yeah,
all the folks at work were.
He pretty much gets it's like if we did something with him this weekend, then next weekend he'll be busy kind of with the family. He's got to sort of stretch things apart.
Gotcha.
Got to keep the wife happy. And
oh yeah,
there's Dustin. Dustin, you want to join in on chat, Dustin? Or if he's even on, let me take a peek. All right.
Man,
might be able to get him in here. Give me a sec, Dustin. There he is. See if that works. So Wisby, I'm pretty sure Jeremiah said he helps with character placement as well, right? The mobs and quests. Is it quests as well? Quests.
I think it was quests. Okay. I want to say quests.
I thought it was both, but he can also correct me.
Could be.
Facts.
Items and merchants.
I miss how big the game was. That's one thing about EQ2 that it's always kind of annoyed me is that their zones are basically like a half to a third of the size as ours were.
Yep.
Yeah, and I understand they don't want people. Some people complain about having to run out in the middle of nowhere and there's not much content. Well, I'm like, well, that's kind of the fun finding these places. So,
yeah, exactly. So I play Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, nice.
Bit, and I actually get. I'm a little bit annoyed that like they don't have as much like random encounter stuff. like there's like world bosses and stuff like that, but there aren't like random name spawns
Yeah.
that just show up and you're lucky to get them, you know?
Mm.
And it makes the exploring less exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that Elder Scrolls I keep up a little bit on just because I liked Morrowind so much, and then I played of course Oblivion, and then Skyrim. So that's just disheartening to hear. I don't play ESO, but I hear things about it. Like I heard about like the Clockwork City and everything they put from.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoy the game, but like once you've been somewhere, you've seen it.
Yeah, the replayability
right? It's not like you can go back to that. It's not like you go back to that place and there's something you hadn't seen there before. Like if you went there, you saw it.
Hey, Soup, did you?
I mean, that said, it's beautiful.
Faxon, did you want to start the second group? Because if we decide to head out, it'll be easier just to keep an eye on who's where and who needs healing. How are we doing in game? We got not too bad. Less than 10 people online.
We got 12 of the crew online. I have to say it every stream. I have to say it.
I know, and then I play. I was just about to play it. I'm like, oh, I'll wait. I'll wait till later. No, I can't hear you, Dustin. How do we sound, chat? How is our voices? Is everyone coming in clean, clear? Everyone can hear Rezakai. Fine.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize Dustin had joined the call yet. So no, I cannot hear him.
Yeah, he's in there, but it's his audio settings. He'll have to play around with his default. Oh, commodities. Commodities in a wooden mallet.
I'm here with Pat Sabatini. And Pat, another big victory. How's it in the field 24th fight in a row?
Definitely not happy with my performance. We came out tough. And,
what is going on there?
I guess that's Dustin. Dustin, we can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
I can hear your
TV for
yeah,
sure.
I can hear your TV.
Oh shit, that's not my TV. How loud is the TV?
Very loud.
Yeah, probably like 40%.
Oh, maybe you need to mute me.
Oh, Dustin.
Yeah, because it's not my turn to...
Oh, I see. You're sharing is caring night?
Yep.
Okay, I gotcha.
Hopefully it'll be over soon.
All right, I'll mute you for now. Just send me a message when things get quiet.
Alright.
There we go. The best one is when he was talking to his kids and like what's gonna happen next? It's like, hey Dustin, do you want like people on Twitch to hear your parenting? Or not that it was bad, there was nothing bad or nothing, it's just funny. It'd be like me, like, Oliver, don't put your finger in the outlet or whatever.
Right.
Okay, so how many people we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got about 6 or 7. Okay. Do we want to head to, was it Runny Eye?
All right.
We'll make this our last kill.
How do we get to Running Eye? What's the best way there? Is it from Rivervale?
Yeah, you get to Rivervale. I think. Oh man, because there's also Mossmouth. I always get those two confused.
Mossmouth is north of High Pass, like right, just north of it. It's kind of a cool one too. So I mean, we could maybe go to both. Mossmouth is less of a labyrinth. I think.
Let's yo-ho. Run from High Pass is easier.
Who said what now?
Faxon says run from High Pass. It's gonna give Chris a headache. Vegas Ace, new chat viewer. Hello. Glad you're here and you're able to experience some fun. Did I not spell yo? Oh, I'm shouting it. My bad.
Oh, does it not work and shout?
No.
Huh.
Jaden, welcome. Welcome back out again. Good to see you. Yeah, sure. Vegas, if you are, I don't know if you have the Sandstorm emulator running and Sandstorm server set up, you're more than welcome to join us. We're just going to coach to high pass.
Are we hitting up Mossmouth? I think that's out the back gate, right? If anyone else knows, feel free to lead.
Let's just meet up at high pass first, and then we'll figure out what we're. I'm the one that's lagging behind. I wrote in Yoho just to see me not go anywhere. Oh yeah, we're making leaps and bounds. The game's getting there. Don't give up on the community, Vegas.
All right, we got 4 of us out here out the back gate.
Are you at the southwest gate? Which gate?
I don't know, not the front gate.
Okay, so not where we coached in.
Not by the coach. The other side.
Okay,
I would just call it the back gate.
I'm following Dustin. I can see his big thick legs running around. He's a barbarian female. Well, barbarian. They're thicker in general. I'm not saying anything against women.
I thought thick was good. It was thick with 2 C's.
Yeah. We're talking, big time. Thank you. It's like pH fat.
Right, exactly.
Always pretty hot and tempting. All right, I think we got everyone out here. We did have more people in Davar Manor, so I'll just give another couple seconds for.
All right, do this. Who else do we have? We got Sue, Emla, Dustin.
Another first-time
Wisby.
chat viewer. IT Ray. Miss jamming to the music and exploring. Yeah. As we were saying, I think it was like, I don't know, a couple of shows ago, like how I'm going to become like a deadbeat dad once this is live and working.
Live.
Yeah.
No,
you just got to put a controller in front of him. Teach him to press the circle button.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Just he becomes the healer 2 box, even though he's only a toddler. But he knows he'll know basic shapes.
Hit the circle. Hit the square.
The cool thing on his first birthday, he was gifted a cassette player, but it's like the Fisher-Price version. And then he was also gifted a Game Boy. That's the Fisher-Price version. It's like a rip-off of like the Tetris music, Pokemon, Zelda, and Super Mario. It's hilarious when you're like going through the different sounds. And then he was also given a PlayStation 1 rip-off controller by Fisher-Price, and it's like all the same sounds, but it's like he has all retro toys, and that's awesome.
Nice.
All right.
I'm surprised you guys are. We're gonna have to. Does the emulator understand USB soft keyboard, or does it have to use the on-screen keyboard?
There is a plugin that you can install. Jeremiah has it, and I forgot to install it. I have it downloaded, and you can actually just enable it through the emulator, and then you can use your keyboard with the emulator, and you can type with it instead of using the on-screen.
Gotcha.
All right, I think we got everybody. If you want to start running.
Okay, so
I think everybody's just waiting for us.
Dustin, if you want to lead the way. Okay, well, I think Soup's leading the way, so let's follow Soup. Are you watching, Rezekai, as we are going here?
You know it. I'm watching you guys. Following Soupy down the trail there.
Yeah.
And
Rose Wisby.
I'm not sure how far behind. Sorry.
Have you downloaded the emulator, or have you tinkered around with it yet?
I downloaded, but my old computer tries to take off like a helicopter after it runs for more than about 5 or 10 minutes because my machine's kind of old. So I once I upgrade, probably I'll be on it a lot more. I can get on it. I can move around. I can do so. Be on for a few minutes without it getting too hot. But I got more. I gotta get some better hardware in my machines, or get to upgrade an entire new rig before I really get hardcore into the emulator.
Well,
Or just get a PlayStation 2.
I've been really considering it, but I don't know the situation I haven't owned a PlayStation 2 since like 2000 and really since the game shut down. That was the only reason I even kept the PlayStation 2.
oh wow.
Yeah, it was the only, and then so since 2013 or 14, I haven't had a PlayStation, so I'll have to find one and set it all up that way, which I would probably prefer, actually. I think this way I could just do one on my regular TV and then one on my monitor. Probably
So for me, the benefit of using the PS2 is that I don't get as many kind of like lag issues as some people on like computers get and stuff occasionally. Like sometimes Chris, when he's doing the stream and we're like in a crazy place, it's just like insane how much lag,
Oh
he gets.
yeah.
But the downside is I have less control over some things that these guys can do. You know what I mean? Like as far as the look of the game, and I'm stuck with PlayStation 2, what it can do.
Oh, there's the soap packet in chat. I'm gonna take that.
Oh, soap packet.
Copy. And then we go into send packet. There we go. Now we're cooking. Soup, you may want to put that one in too. Grab that in chat. And so if you're running the Sandstorm control panel, I'm going to auto follow. Does follow work? I can't remember.
Yes, in group it does. Yep.
Okay. So you would take that code that Dustin just gave us. That was interesting to say. And you would pop it into your control panel over here, copy, paste it, make sure you select your character, hit send, and then watch your character start going by fast.
Nice. I especially like the one episode you did where you were looking for that bed that was stuck up in the tree. I think it was with
the what?
You and somebody. That bed that was up in the tree.
The bed.
Yeah, out near Trail's End, that little town that's like down at the bottom of the mountain near High Pass.
Are you talking about we're looking for a table?
No, maybe it was a table I'm thinking of. It was something that's up in a tree that you were looking for the better part of the episode. And
I don't know. We're pretty random with the stuff sometimes we look for, and people get frustrated with it, but whatever, we don't care.
A lot of times we're looking for a weird troll.
Yeah, that too.
Oh man.
Roomy. So yeah, if you do watch the YouTube uploads, just go to the end. You'll see some of the mashups I've done for Broomhilda.
We're in Mossmouth West.
You're near
I
it.
think we need to go. Yeah, I think we got to go a little bit farther this way. Like we'll come to like water or something, won't we? And then the water runs into the cave.
Yeah, I think there's water where the big arches. I think there's water that runs below that, or something. And
I'll bet that turns into the cave. There it is. Yeah, I see the camp outside it. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. See, J. Den Ham says, "I remember the floating bed at Trails End." Yeah. See, I remember seeing that the first time, in like when it was live, and I was like, "Why is this just a graphical thing?" There were a couple of things like that. Does anyone remember the big question marks that were like?
They were talking about that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't remember seeing those though. Or did I?
That was generally if you were playing on a pre-front disc and you were like someone, let's say someone was in like their level 60 wolfware form, like that pre-front disc doesn't have that. So they would display as a question mark, a red question mark.
We got a mob here we're smacking.
And
sorry, I pulled one.
Where? It's all right.
Well, and so we're like very early in the game. There are a bunch of question marks too, because I think a bunch of the graphics didn't get put in until like 3 or 4 weeks into like after it was live. Like, and so I remember one of the mage pets ran past me. I was like a level 12 in Freeport, and I was like, and he was like level 24, 25, and I'm like, what's the big question mark for it? He goes, oh, it's my mage pet. And I was like, and we just thought it was a graphical error on the server, and it just hadn't been uploaded yet into the live game yet.
Well, I mean, the models are all on the disc, so maybe it was something wrong with the code, that it wasn't loading it properly or something. But yeah, all the models are on the disc already.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
all right, it's going.
I remember seeing a lot of that early on. Well, not a lot, but enough to where it was significant. Like,
right, memorable anyway.
Yeah.
So, Rez, you must have been delighted when you got to watch the Architects episode.
Oh man, it's my favorite episode, as everyone else says. You know, I loved it. You guys can break that episode with those people if you want. First off, the one guy who actually created the actual engine and the actual world geometry that was in there.
Yeah, he works at Google. He actually hires. He hires the squad, and that guy's just a mind. Like, that guy's a genius.
You could do an entire episode with him alone as he walks through how the game design went. Just do that, and then what was her name?
Michelle.
Michelle. I think her last name's Butler.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So it would be a great episode to bring her back and talk about the zone documents and the layout of the lore for these unused zones that never came to be. Because that would be very interesting, and how she was going to, and they mentioned how the quest was going to have you go back in time and see one of the old Dark Elf cities before it became undead and things like that. You can break the people from that episode. You can break up into 3 or 4 episode interviews if you want, if they're willing to come back. We haven't scared them off. That is. So
I don't think we scared them off. The networking guy you were talking about, his name was Vince, and then the cool thing I liked is like Bill. Like, they're all good friends, but I really felt like Bill and Michelle like really played off each other. Like they must have worked close, because they seem to be on the same page with a lot of the stuff. Well, whatever Bill could remember. And then Bill had a brother that worked there too, but we couldn't get him on the show, and he was another designer. So I'm hoping to eventually, like, we should be having another episode. Who's going to be in it? I'm not exactly sure, but one of my, like, I guess would say like a bucket list would be to get someone who did like some of the music and stuff too.
I tell you, he'll hit me, but we'll talk off the mic, because I can think of one dev that you could ask, or 1 or 2 devs you could ask that. We'll talk off the mic.
Yeah, I've spoken to probably about just messaging online on and off about 7 or 8 people from the team, and it just really comes down to scheduling. Scheduling's tough with them for committing, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was so fun to do. I was so nervous. I was nervous and excited, and I couldn't believe like a small little show like us were able to rope in some big names. And
man, if you want to think some other content, like, remember the EQOA comic book, the little 8-page comic book they came out with?
So there's 2 or 3 of them.
Well, there's 2 or 3 EQ1 comics. They were just one shots, and then there's at least an 8-page EQOA comic that came out as like a giveaway. I don't know if there's another one or not, but I know I have it downloaded on PDF. I wonder maybe the artist and talk to him. Maybe he might be another good recording.
Yeah, that'd be cool
to think about.
So we're looking at the Evil Eye Examiner. His vision is not 2020, and I'm pulling this information just off the fact that he does have a lens attached in front of his retina. So, yeah.
So he doesn't have hands. So who manufactured that?
Yes.
Zikatiz did, the god of the evil eyes.
I'm gonna say this is German made, but I could be wrong. Just look at that tail, that muscle. Oof.
Oh man.
Sexy.
They reused that graphic in Elephant's Graveyard, didn't they, for one of the names? Because there's like 3 or 4 names in Elephant's Graveyard in the Zorbs, the floating eyes. I think he's one.
Wispy says, and you will know my name is Xylof when I lay my wrath upon thee. So we got, sorry chat, I get caught.
Sorry, Dustin.
I got caught up in the game there, and I miss you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did play. I like Binger. He calls me out. You purposely pulled one and said sorry. That's because I'm Canadian. Oh, commodities.
Sorry, eh?
Yeah. Didn't mean to swing my sword, dearie. You caught me, Binger. Red-handed. Nev says, questions mark should render as fallbacks.
So,
and there's Iran.
So Dustin ran all the way to Runny Eye when we stopped at Moss Mouth.
Okay.
I don't know what else is in here, but we can keep looking around. I remember there's a way out the other side of the mountain somewhere, but I don't know exactly how to get there. So,
well, we'll be doing Runny Eye after this, and that'll be our last little place. Iran, welcome back. I haven't seen you in chat in a while. And who I'll be playing tonight? Well, we've got me, John, and Rezakai from LFG episode 2 back in 2015. Still feels weird talking about episodes that long ago. Yeah.
You weren't even. Were you? Had you had your kid yet?
No. I just had my kid. He's only a year and a month now. I was getting picked on from John and Jeremiah saying, when are you going to have kids at that point? Then I told them I still want to have fun.
Right. Yeah,
which they respected that answer.
Since 2010.
Yeah, we wanted to travel and figure stuff out, get a house, get the house ready, get a family vehicle, try and establish some base before running into it. But sometimes that doesn't happen. You just got to go with it, right?
Agreed.
Unplanned.
They're called happy accidents, like Bob Ross. Pretty little trees.
Let's just paint in some blood here. Oh, that's nice. Let's just blend some colors of brown and different shades of red. Oh, that's nice. Okay, are we back? Yeah, we're back at the entrance. So, are we staying here? Are we gonna head out now?
I don't know. I've actually lost you guys. I'm just running around the cave.
Come to my dot.
To wherever you guys are.
Go to my dot.
Which I don't see. Here's how I do that.
Go
Here's
south.
How I do
yeah,
that.
I like this. Wow, how did abracadabra?
I just got summoned. Call of the hero.
Yeah. No portal stone required. Okay, let's head towards runny ears.
All right, so what's over here?
It's a brigand.
So I don't know if we need to be on the other side of this mountain or not, which I think is maybe the case.
Ask chat.
For Soup. Does Soup know?
Yeah, he's left
Soup
around.
is running that way.
Left around the mountain. And Soup we trust.
So do we go?
want to see us near Rivervale. Let me break the map out. Give me a second.
Hardcore Hero is.
I think you can either run north from High Pass or like south from Rivervale.
Let me see. You guys are in Mossmouth.
I think there is a way through this mountain, and we could like through the Mossmouth Cave where you can come out the other side and then run north, but that would require us to find that.
Yeah, you were right about going left because it's so Mossmouth is the northeast zone from High Pass, and Running Eye is directly north of High Pass. So you probably would be able to come out and go near Running Eye.
Well,
if you went left.
Soup's running hard southwest.
I think he's heading back to High Pass.
Okay, well, we could just teleport to
Dustin.
Yeah.
Well, can everybody do that though?
I think so.
I mean, is everybody here using the?
I gotta search him. Vaccinate. Which one is he on? Which character?
Facts on me. You can just search facts and that should get it right.
Yeah, he's logged on with 3 guys.
Oh, I think that it's facts on me.
We're teleporting to you, Dustin. No worries. We made you wait. Lean on me. Mm-hmm. All right.
When you guys used to grind, like say you've been leveling either your first main or your alt, and you're like hitting that like late 20s to early 40s slump where you're get that or that just grind right through. What was the music you guys put on? Did you just listen to the game music, or did you ever like turn on actual like the radio and listen to it while you were grinding?
Let me see.
I was pretty much always game music, unless I might throw on like a DVD. I would have, because I had 2 screens going, but generally only one box. So I might throw a DVD on one screen and then playing the game on the other.
Mm.
A lot of times it was probably Scrubs.
Oh, nice.
The TV show Scrubs.
Love that show. My buddy Mac and I, we'd play Hybrid Theory and some Big Shiny Tunes CDs. I don't know if you guys had that in the States.
I don't think so. I don't know.
It was so there was like a television station called Much Music. Did you guys get that? Or you had MTV?
Yeah, we had MTV.
Yeah, we have MTV.
So Much Music was kind of like the Canadian MTV. It's pretty popular here, and then they also had like their own CDs where they'd take like different artists and like make like the top 15 songs or whatever. So you get like a good mix of different music. Oh, did you accidentally hit him too? Isn't it the worst?
Oh, such an accident.
Yeah.
There's no way I did that on purpose.
I would rock the radio, or I remember my brother was. Yeah, I remember this is what got me into like punk rock. He was just listening to punk rock all the time because we played in a basement where we had my TV. I set up, and then once my brother and his friend got addicted to it, we had 3 TVs because my brother and his friend brought their TVs from his room and my buddy from his house, and they brought to our basement, and that's basically where we spent the summer, just going through it.
Nice.
And I remember, like, I would get bitched at so much because I wanted to sit there and read the dialogue of everything, and they're just hurry up and hit X or go through it. Let's go. I'm like, no.
Like, I am role playing over here.
Yeah, I like to know the lore, but they're like, come on, good. They were Raiders,
So I think my first introduction to punk music, I don't even feel it was like the first Green Day CD.
Yeah. Well, we're in that age, right? Like,
yeah.
When, we were like just becoming teenagers when like Green Day was becoming popular.
But like No Effects was like probably my next like punk band that I liked. I'm trying to think, and then there was like
Rancid, Bad Religion,
Yep.
all classics.
was Melancholy, were they punk?
Millencolin.
Melancholy, yeah.
Yeah, they're a punk band. They were from, where are they from? Like Sweden or something?
Yeah, listen to them. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go first person.
Yeah, I'm already in first person. This place, like I said, is like I can barely remember how to get around this place.
I wonder if I should turn off so. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off so. Oh my gosh, yes. Give me a second. I'm sliding around like I'm on ice, like I'm playing pond hockey here.
Remember, one of these doors here, you have to like go around a corner and then down a ramp. Maybe it's this one. I don't know where you guys went.
Hold on, I'm looking for you. I think
I just found Hardcore Hero.
Did they go down? Whoa.
Yeah, we are downtown.
Yeah, I'm at the
So is
decaying
this the
protector.
room? Where's the room? There was a quest in here somewhere. You remember there was like a frickin' frack? Oh, I just conned him. Right over there.
Okay, I'm just gonna teleport to you guys real quick. 1 second. Two.
Oh yeah, Bruiser and frickin' frack and Sculpic. So was this a 23 quest, I want to say? Something like that?
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Cat knows?
20, yeah, the early 20s, because it's usually around that's what the zone was. Because I remember you had to go all the way down where Chris just fell to, all the way down that pit. You had to like spawn a snake or something down there and kill. I can't remember what it was. But
Okay.
Skullpick and Fragger.
They should have named these Pete, Repeat, and Repeater. I would appreciate that. I think we gotta attack one, don't we? Where's everybody?
We absolutely have to kill all of them. It's for a quest, guys.
Yeah, and their family. Can't leave one behind.
Leave no goblin behind.
Wow. I remember I got lost in there so many times. Never found my quest item, my quest
Even
mob.
to this day, Rez, and these places that like we go to in different shows, I still get lost easily. It feels like I'm like 15 all over again. I'm getting real pissed, and like, yeah.
Oh man, trying to convince the rest of your group it's around here somewhere. Don't worry. And they're all wanting to go and RH on you. You're like, no.
I promise.
I used to be able to run through here without an issue all the time. Like it didn't. Like I had the whole place memorized.
My brother.
And now I can't run anything for the life of me.
My brother could run all the way to the king because the Goblin King is on that little throne down here somewhere. He knew how to run right to it. How'd you do that?
Yeah, and there's like a secret. There's like one of those like walls you can run through.
Yep.
And like there's a name spawn like right down, I think, in that hallway, right after the door.
I love that kind of stuff.
But yeah, I used to be able to just run through here like no problem.
Do you guys remember Melissa's tomb? Right out. So you know where Sunnyvale is, like the destroyed little village right behind Black Swan Inn.
Yeah.
So out there in the grasslands is Melissa's tomb somewhere. And I remember going in there, and it has like that false floor, and you just fall into it because it looks like it's normal ground, but it's like a trapdoor you can fall through. That first time that got me, I was like, I just thought my game had glitched, and I fell through the world. I kept trying to run back up to it. What the hell? And like, bam! 2 or 3 times I fell through that thing. Before I realized, oh, this is supposed to be like a trapdoor you fall through, where it looks like ground, but they like took away the geometry to hold you up, so you just fall right through it. So that big.
Oh, looks like you can unmute Dustin. He said his TV's off.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Here, I'm gonna
do it.
It's grayed out. I'm gonna have to remove him from the call and add him back in 1 second. That's funny. Hang tight, Dustin.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, there we go.
All right.
Yeah. Now.
All right, who remembers how to get to the king? We gotta find the king.
Nope.
To the king.
Gotta be another ramp down somewhere.
You know where you're going, Dustin?
Oh, I know how to get to Skullflick. That's it.
Soup, do you know where the king is?
Oh, over here. Go to the big eye. There we go.
A nice
Drops
broken leg. Yeah, I gotta make him Drock's broken arm and leg. Yeah, I can't wait to max out CMs once I get back into this. He's so hardcore into that.
I'm going Werehunter this time.
That's what I did with my Ranger.
See, I went.
I went Werewolf 4. I didn't go Werehunter. Pardon me.
See, I went Gatorware originally.
Yeah,
dude,
Wolfware.
Gatorware is so hard to get.
Yeah,
I tried for Gatorware so hard, and I just couldn't get it. I ended up just giving up.
So I was complaining that it took me a week to get infected with the wolves, and other people like spent months doing Gator.
Yep. It took me about, I want to say, because Gatorware, all the wares came into it just as I was like having to make the worst decision of my life and become a responsible adult. And I don't need to play as much anymore. I got a real life to get back to and stuff like that. Well, I would just come back and try to constantly get Gatorware. I think half a year it took me because I wasn't
just go
ready
through
to
a
play.
wall.
Yeah.
I'm in this room and I saw people in here, and then I didn't see people
Right.
anymore.
It's right here. Look.
Oh, nice.
Merp.
Sick.
Hey, Scandal found us. All right, we're killing this king though, right?
Let's get a picture with him.
Picture time. Picture time.
Hey, where did you go? Did I take a wrong turn again?
I think so.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh my god, I gotta go first person. Alright. Alright, everybody in front. Let's get right there. Everybody say cheese. Someone's on the right hand side. You don't want to be in the picture? Whoever that was? That's fine. 1, 2, 3, cheese. There we go. Whoa. Nice. I like how my paint opens right in front of my stream so everyone can see it. This stupid program. Thanks, Microsoft.
All right.
Pick a lane. So what did this guy drop? What was his... What did people farm him for?
I don't think he dropped the Choppa. That was Choppa down in Dorkwood, I think. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
staff. It was the Greenwood staff. There was some kind of the Goblin staff that was somewhere in real life. People wanted.
I don't remember what he dropped. I remember in here though there was some. I want to say it was like a level 26-ish like chainmail or something set that everybody wanted from here. I can't remember for the life of me what it was called though.
I didn't do a lot of XPing here. My 20s were spent going through the Desert of Ro. So now if it's drives off the Takasir or the Nasahir gypsies, I can usually knock those out pretty easy. But My
Can't remember for the life of me what it was called.
yeah.
I don't know either.
Anything
So
else
I
here?
just stole all that loot.
Was that what this place is known for? Just this guy?
I mean, it was mostly for quests, and like people would farm that one set of gear that I cannot remember for the life of me what it was called. So now the question is, how do we get out of here, and where are we going?
Well, we've got 10 minutes. So let's ask chat. Chat, what would you like to see? How would you like to end the night? Something that's not going to be a maze.
Goes up and out. But we can always yo-ho out.
Yeah, it's just yo-ho.
One of these nights.
Yo.
One of these nights when you got time, Chris, take them to like Broken Skull Rock, or the monks of the Endless Tower, where you keep running up all those stairs all the way to the top, where those stairs go off into the plane of sky.
Mm.
They're good visuals.
Us, a cleric.
All right.
Fancy to see you
All right,
here.
let's see. I'm trying to think what's nearby here. Something that would be quick to run to.
The cleric is doing his job well. You, sir, get a medal.
Is Melissa's tomb near you guys? Hold on. You're in,
I think
oh, maybe not.
I think that's a little bit of a hike.
Yeah. Okay, you guys are in Farm Manor.
I got out the back way. Don't know how.
Yeah, something we can see. It's quick and dirty.
Well, I mean, if we all want to teleport somewhere, we could go see Scott here.
Oh, down in the box canyons?
Yeah, it's way too long to run, but if everyone can teleport.
What do we search?
SKAHYIR.
Okay.
I remembered.
It's always good to
Let's
take
do
a
it.
dragon.
I killed him. I soloed him back in Frontiers once I had. I was all proud of myself because I was a really squishy rogue, and I had bought 2 stacks of foods, and I went to a druid and like, dude, just hit me with all your best buffs. I'm gonna try to solo something hard for a quest. And so druid hit me, and I went down there to him, and it took me a good 5 minutes of spinning him around so I could try to get backstabs in on this big model, but I finally killed him.
Yeah, I used to solo him all the time on my necromancer, but that was easy. You know what I mean? Like at level 60, with like over 1,000 CMs.
Did you have a red swarming death or the bone one for the pet?
Red swarming death.
Nice.
This is cool.
Skyer. You're Wizba LOL. You're talking about Sycamore Joy's Rest with that big like biodome out in the middle of the desert. It's like a desert, and right inside the dome is like the little forested area.
What the hell is this? I've never been here.
Yeah, this animation is really cool.
Fun fact, Wizba LOL. The whole thing of the Sycamore Joy's Rest, and if you notice, they're being guarded by Dark Elf guards, even though they're druids and stuff, is because secretly that they made a deal with the druids to help take over Takashiz and wipe it out. And that was kind of like the back lore of why they allowed that to stay. Yeah.
I've never been in here before. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is. I remember when I found this, and I found like the first time I came down here, it was just a pile of gold, and I was like, "Oh, that has to be a dragon." So I just kept coming back, and eventually I killed him. But was on a 24-hour timer. So if you were the one who killed him, if you just logged back in exactly 24 hours later, he would be there again.
So what did he drop?
Yep.
He dropped, I forget what it was. It was a piece for the
Plane Sky Access.
But yeah, for the plane to sky teleport.
Yep. But now he actually was in. It was like a shield or something, like King Gerard's shield or something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, because originally he was in game before that, but he didn't drop because that access quest didn't exist because Planet Sky came with fronts, so he just dropped like regular gear.
Yeah, it was like random loot. Yeah, random like decent gear, basically.
And what was the name of those ants that are in the beginning of Box Canyons that you have to that are like when you go down the trail to come to this guy?
Crescent or Celsius something.
It's Calescent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those things were
Calescent,
beasts.
They were, yeah.
That's like remember the. Oh, go ahead.
I tried to charm one for like an hour straight. And it ended up killing me and my necro and my cleric. What was done.
Yeah, those things were beasts, man.
It's like the ebony recluse spider out near Kelenar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, ogre size.
Let's get
The
another
mob
picture.
drops the crown of King Ragnet needed for Planet Sky Portal Quest. Oh, it's so sweet. So do it.
There it is. There it is. So there he is,
Yeah.
man. We've killed almost all the dragons.
I just need to
Yeah.
check in with Chris to see, because he's got something set up for us eventually when he gets back on. He's got a little tour guide of some sort. I just don't want to steal his thunder one day and be like, we go somewhere and he's like, dude, what the hell?
Right.
I spent 8 hours planning this. What the hell, man?
So, totally unrelated to anything. Well, more related to that Sycamore Joy's Rest thing. Do you guys remember the quest that would teleport you to like a little pixie village?
47 quest. Yep.
Yeah, it was like inside a mountain that you can't get to any other way than teleporting to that quest.
It was in the
It's up by
Silithrian.
like Mern first.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Silithrian
yeah.
zone. Yep. Because it shrinks you down to become a pixie. And,
Right. Yeah. So if you look at the map, you can see right where it is. It's like hidden inside of the model. It's kind of cool that that looking at the top of the map, the actual real map, you can actually see it.
What's crazy is that actually, yeah, you're right. Because remember that whole point of that quest, why you become a little brownie, is because one of the brownies went crazy and found like a stone dissolving mixture, and he's going to go dissolve the body of Kigathor, that huge body of that huge treant that's outside Takashiz. He's going to go dissolve it, and they send you off to go stop that guy.
All
That's
right.
one of the ones I just clicked through. One of the quests I clicked through.
I'm yo-hoing.
Because, yeah, it starts when, I don't remember who starts it, but you become the brownie to go find out where that guy went, and that's when you find out, because you go to his village, his brownie village, and you're shrunk down to a brownie size, and that's when it sends you to Takashiz, because he's trying to destroy that body of that big treant that's out there, Kigathor. That was a great quest, man. That was one of the best.
I was just reading in in the chat that someone said over in Running Eye it was done. The name of the stuff was Dun Leather, but there was also Dun Plate armor. So it was a low-level plate armor that was like gray/silvery.
They should
That's
have
the one I was thinking of. That's absolutely right.
Jaden Ham, it might have been Grim Browhan. It was out there, way out in the middle nowhere where he was at.
Oh yeah. That sounds right.
Because his nickname was called like the Hermit Blacksmith or something. It's not like they call him Grim Browhan, but for some reason his faction's called like something else. If I remember correctly. Or it's in the book, maybe not in the actual faction list. But yeah, that sounds right. That's a hard one to remember.
That does sound. That sounds right to me. Let's see. I just teleported to him. I'm going to see what zone he's in. Gramash Ruins.
Gramash Ruins.
Oh yeah, he does teleport you to that section. That it's all blocked off.
Yep.
Like I had to jump over the mountain to find it.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, it's been a fun night. Dustin, I'm glad you were able to jump in towards the end.
Yeah, just for a minute.
It's worth it, though.
Maybe next time I'll do 2 minutes.
You're 1 minute. You're 1 minute's worth 1 hour. So I value your time, Dustin.
Hey, we got some good stuff coming up, me and Wisby.
I can't wait for you guys to release on the masses some of the updates.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nice surprise. We'll let you guys know off camera or off stream.
Cool.
Ooh, that is intriguing.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I gotta find out some stuff. So we'll see you next Saturday.
So that's the end of the stream now because we want to go hear gossip.
I'm gonna wave goodbye to everybody. Thanks for listening. Binger, you're safe to go back to your wife now. Thanks for coming out and playing with us.
Yeah.
Hey, Rez, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
It's all gravy, man. Like I said, I appreciate the offer. If I ever just hit me up if I'm available. I'm willing to come here and rant with you guys.
All right, chat. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Welcome to the LFG podcast from the EQOA Renaissance channel.